Classic car insurance is different than your regular car insurance. It can make a big difference at the time of claim and potentially save you or pay out an additional thousands of dollars in the case of a total loss. So what vehicles qualify for classic car insurance? What vehicles do you want insured there? And what flexibility do you have as a classic car owner? Several of the carriers we represent do really well in this space, but one in particular with Hagerty Insurance really specializes in these classic vehicles. They can add modifications. They have a lot of flexibility and generally offer very competitive rates when it comes to $0 deductibles on your policy. There are generally three types of loss settlement kinds of claims that you can have on an auto policy when it comes to classic vehicles. The first is a guaranteed value. So this is where you and the insurance company agree that this is the value of the vehicle based on you restoring it, the market value, based on how much money you put into it, maybe some customizations you've added. Here's an agreed value. In the case of a total loss, the insurance company is going to guarantee to write you that amount minus your deductible at the time of a claim. The step down from guaranteed value is a stated value. So this is you telling the insurance company, this is how much I believe the vehicle is worth, but at the time of total loss, they're still going to depreciate the vehicle and try to figure out accurately what is the value of this vehicle. Is it the full value that was stated, or is it a lesser amount? Then the third approach is the traditional actual cash value approach when it comes to car insurance. So these vehicles will just be insured as your standard car insurance policy. So they are depreciated in total losses, partial losses, no matter what the claim is, it is going to be depreciated and the insurance company will pay out that value of the vehicle today. With our carriers that specialize in this area, they will oftentimes offer cherished salvage coverage, which is kind of the best case of both worlds for you as the owner. So this is in the case of a total loss, they will pay out that difference, but also if you have this endorsement on, they will give you the title of the vehicle back, and you can keep the salvage title of that vehicle. So if you want to repair it, you want to fix it back up, restore it again, you have the option to do so, compared to generally on a car insurance policy, when you're in that time of a total loss, they are going to take the title of the vehicle and pay you the value today. This is an especially appreciated endorsement that's added on when you own a rare classic vehicle. So there may not be many models like the vehicle that you have out there. So with this cherished salvage vehicle, just because it's a total loss, oftentimes we find our clients do want to keep those vehicles and keep the title even after a total loss. So this again fits the best of both worlds to provide you the full value, that guaranteed value, as well as still your vehicle at that time. So at the end of the day, the short answer is that there are options that are available. If you have a high valued vehicle and you want special coverage on it, you can do so. Depending on the value, may not even recommend to have that on a traditional car insurance policy. Oftentimes I do see that as such, but also understand there is a big difference between a stated value and agreed value. So you have that classic vehicle listed on your normal car insurance policy at a stated value, that is much different than if it's at an agreed value. May not make that big of a difference with premium, but at the time of a claim, and especially a total loss, could be thousands of dollars in difference. If you have a collector vehicle you like to insure has the proper coverage on it, several carriers that we do represent, again, Hagerty Insurance will do them on their own. Also, several of our carriers do well with that guaranteed and that agreed value space. We'd love to have a conversation, really pretty simple up front to be able to gather some of that info, know if there's any customizations. We may even need receipts depending on the value and if it's outside of their range, some of those details, but we can pretty easily find a solution for you. And again, generally because of the usage of these vehicles, they're very limited use. There's historical plates, they're used for parades. Generally, the premium can be very competitive on them as well, but there are some qualifying factors included. More insurance insights coming. You can like, follow, subscribe to our content if you found this useful.